What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be going over our weekly forecast for February the 2nd through the 7th. And before we actually get into creating these multiple time frame analysis videos for you, I need you guys to do one thing, and that's just stop real quick, comment the pairs that you're interested in us trading and analyzing, and then 2, like this video down below. Now, once you've done that, we can go straight into it, and our first pair on the list is going to be EURUSD, as you can see right here. I'll just run you down basically what I saw. So I went down onto a monthly time frame, and I did see like a little W pattern formation occurring right here, and it did trace back to that neckline already. But if we just dived a little bit deeper onto the daily time frame, for example, so on weekly, we can see that we do have some support here, tested once, twice, and 3 times, and it broke above, and it's trading above currently that weekly support zone. And then right here is where it gets interesting. On the daily time frame, we do get a harmonics pattern occurring. Now, with this pattern, as you can see, it has a high probability of going up, but this is fine because we're already in on this trade. We profited out last week. We're looking to do a re-entry on this particular trade if it could come back to this zone right here. And as you can see, that would put us just at a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. So this is ideally where we want to come back in for a re-entry if price allows. If not, we already took profit on this particular trade, but this is a great setup, something that we already made money on last week. So we're looking on doubling down this week with another retracement so that we can re-enter at a more optimal price point. So right now we see a daily harmonics pattern, a weekly support on the close, and we already closed profit on this one with the resistance zone right here. But we're just going to be looking for another possible re-entry, assuming that this area is treated as resistance and it comes back to this area. Next on the chopping block is going to be Euro Swiss franc. Now, we've been looking at this trade for a little bit. I'll just take you through what we saw. So we did see a monthly support on this area, as you can see right here. So this is heavy monthly support once, twice, and then hopefully 3 times. So in addition to that monthly support, if we do end up reaching closer to this area, which, let's see the pip difference. I mean, that's about 30 pip difference for that big of a time frame. So on weekly time frame, once again, the pip differences for these harmonic patterns to be completed varies on your personal strategy. But for me, the higher the time frame, the more pip allowance there is. That being said, this weekly time frame is showing a nice harmonics pattern with really good parameters, because what would occur here is if we do complete this pattern and we're testing this monthly support, inherently we're going to be experiencing a bounce upward, but because of the pattern, we have a high probability of making it to the neckline. This is giving us a 1-to-4.5 risk to reward ratio. So this is what we're looking at for next week, or this coming week, excuse me. So we got this monthly support zone, and then we have a nice harmonics pattern with really great parameters. So the monthly support bounce up regardless, but because of the pattern, maybe to the neckline. Good risk to reward ratio, as you can see right here. Next on the chopping block is going to be oil. So as you can see, we do have major support in this area. You can see that automatically here on the weekly time frame. Once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account.
So 7 times, and we did not only break above this major support zone, but we also are trading above this area as well. So that in confluence with the fact that we are looking at a 38% monthly structure for this particular leg. So let's, it's a little bit below it, but it's close enough. So yeah, basically what we see here is it being the support area being tested 7 times, which is telling us that it's going to make a good push upward. Maybe not all the way to these targets. This is a 1-to-5 risk reward ratio, and we will monitor price at various areas, like at this zone, for example, where there is a higher probability because of structure to have some resistance. So we'll monitor price there. Remember, we're always trying to be reactive to the market. That is in our strategy itself. So we have a 38% fib as our target for this monthly leg, and then we have major support as a reason why we want to go in. So remember, we always have to make sure that our entries are meeting our preset parameters before we actually make an entry on a particular trade. So your entries may be different from ours, or your conditions for entering may be different than ours, but those parameters and conditions need to be met regardless before we actually enter a trade. So although we are trading above this major support area, we want to make sure that we are in compliance with those conditions before we actually enter. And then next and last on the chopping block is going to be AUD/USD. Now on the weekly time frame, you can see some weekly support, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Now we did barely close above this on the daily time frame last week, which is a good positive thing. And even if we did close slightly below it, we're still in that zone. So that in confluence with our harmonics pattern here, and then we also have a higher harmonics pattern on the monthly time frame, but same kind of pattern where we want to make it to the neckline. And this is in confluence with the 38% threshold anyways for this particular leg. So this is why this is our primary target to start with. But ultimately, with one of these patterns, this would be our secondary target point, would be right here because of this neckline. So and I'll just do it over here for you guys so you guys can see it. So this is where we would take our profit because it is aligned with the monthly harmonics pattern and pattern in general, plus the weekly support. So this would be a major area. This is giving us a 1 to 3.21 risk reward ratio. But if we do happen to even close half and let the rest run, this is a 1 to 7 risk reward ratio. So this one has a good probability to make us great money. We did close above this weekly support zone, so that's a positive indicator that we're actually going to be making a push upward, even if it's just a small push to this first target, and we don't end up going to the second target. So that is those are some of the trades for this coming week. Once again, February 2nd through the 7th. Thanks again. That's it for me on this video. We're going to be covering more pairs next week, and then Patrick is going to be doing a recap of trades for this week as well. So be sure to look out for those 2 videos. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later. What's up, guys? I want to say thank you again for checking out this breakdown for this particular pair. And I want to ask you guys to not only like and comment on this video, but also go check out our MAM channel. We have a channel dedicated specifically for breakdowns of the pairs and positions that we're actually entering or were already entered. So if you are interested in just getting a little bit more supplementary information and understanding how we analyze the market, go check out that MAM channel. It will be somewhere in the description or in the bio above. So thank you again, guys. I appreciate it. Go check out the MAM channel, like and comment, and don't forget to follow us for more of these free analysis videos. Thank you again. Talk to you soon.